Happy Wednesday. So, if there's a video that I've ever recorded that I can make everybody that I care about, everybody that I love watch, it's probably this one. And it's so convicting to me, and it felt like God speaking directly to me this morning as I was out doing my walk. And that is this: stick to the script. Stick to the script. Yesterday, while I was driving, I was listening to a sports guy. Imagine that. Radio guy talking about Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, if you don't know, is the Chicago Bears quarterback, and he was outstanding quarterback in college, really, really struggling in the NFL. And stay with me because this is applicable to everything in life and business. Colin Cowherd's comment on Caleb Williams was this. He said, the reason he was so effective in college was it was okay for him to kind of ad lib while he was playing, and he'd get by with it because he's so talented. But when you move to the NFL and playing with a top talent ever, you can't just ad lib. You've got to stick to the script. While I was walking this morning, I felt God telling me, Jonathan, every time you ad lib in your life, that's when things go wrong. That's when you mess stuff up. That's when your mouth says something that you probably shouldn't say, or that's when you spend money on something that you shouldn't do. It's every time you go to ad lib. Look, God has given us a script. This is today's Wisdom Wednesday because the wisdom is all found right in the Bible. And it doesn't matter if we're talking about life, if we're talking about business, there is a script for all of it. There's a script for your diet right in the Old Testament. It's right there. And that is still as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago when it was given to us. But think about this. If you feel like you need to grow, let's say with business leadership, a great person to study in the Bible is the life of Joseph and how he had to plan out leading a nation when there was famine in the land and hardly anything to eat. Great, great business leader. If you want some government leadership, and yes, there's politics in the Bible all through it. Nehemiah, great, great man to study. Family leadership. Who is better than Abraham? And how he led his family and how he went for so long with a dream of having a son and it just wasn't happening. And then God gave it to him. And then all that he sacrificed, living through faith as an example to his son and to his family. Great, great man. If you're thinking about business and how to market, no better person to think about than the man Paul, who preached the same message to a lot of different people and was very effective in whatever group of people that he was marketing the message to. Money. God gave us a whole book of Proverbs written by the man, Solomon, the richest man that's ever walked the face of the earth. We have to learn from. If you need help with resilience, what better man than learning from Job and how he dealt with continuously bouncing back time and time again? Perseverance, who better to look at than the guy Moses? The guy went through 40 years of wandering in the wilderness and leading and dealing with people complaining and griping about whatever. And look, they probably had a legitimate reason to, but he stayed focused to his mission. And then if you want to talk about love, there is no better person to speak of than Jesus and how he loved others so unconditionally. Look, the script for life, for living life, whether it's living life as a family man, living life running a business, eating, exercising, the being disciplined, how to manage money, it's all right there. We have a script for it. And yet we live life where we're ad-libbing way, way too much. And I am guilty party number one. So good reminder this morning to me from God while I was walking, follow the script. Don't deviate from the script. Here's your playbook. Run the plays. It's all right there. Let's stick with the book. Let's stick with the script. Let's stick with the playbook that we've been given. Life may not be easy, but I'm going to tell you how we deal with people, how we deal with problems, how we deal with money, how we deal with whatever. There's a plan for it. Let's just follow the plan. Hope you have a great day. Sorry for the long video, but really convicting message this morning that I got, and I felt like some other people needed to hear it. See ya. Hope you have a great week. Bye.